Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something a little different than before because we're starting the new month of July and I want to do something I haven't done before in the channel but that I have a lot of fun doing, which is a horoscope. So we're doing a horoscope for the month of July and we'll do 12 readings today. That's insane, right? It's gonna be simple, but it's gonna be times 12. So you will connect to your own zodiac sign, of course, and I will recommend you to read not only your sun sign, but also read about your moon and your rising sign. I think that's going to be very important here because that way you can get the full picture, the full message, right? Because you're not only comprised of one sign, you're the sun sign, the rising sign, and the moon sign. And that can really help you get a good message for the month of July. So today we're not gonna do pick a card readings or pick a crystal reading. We do have the crystal energy here, and I have one crystal, one charm, and just a little die for each and every zodiac sign. That's gonna help you connect to the energy of the readings here. So if you're new to this channel, this is a channel for meditation, tarot, and spirituality and other tools that I'm gonna be using in the future. I'm brand new to YouTube, but I've already put out some videos, so please give it a like, give it a subscribe, and click the notification icon as well, so that you're informed every time I post a new video. I usually post weekly. Last week I took a little break, I really needed it, but I'll try to keep up with the posting weekly from now on. That being said, we'll jump straight to it, but before I'm gonna say we're using a little diversity here and we're doing a reading with one of my favorite decks that I usually don't use for regular traditional tarot readings because it doesn't have the minor arcana and it's very different. The imagery doesn't really speak about that traditional tarot vibe. So this is the first light tarot. I'm going to show you the guidebook so that you can have a picture of it. Look at it. This is not from the camera. It's actually a light that's here that's drawn. So this is mostly NASA imagery from space that was gotten from Hubble and other telescopes, and I feel that is really, really awesome because I have been someone that loves the universe and astrology and astronomy as well. So astrology does speak to spirituality and the signs and the zodiac that we're so used to, but then there's astronomy and I love the science part of it. I tend to not be just 100% spiritual and be very skeptic towards science because I'm also a very scientific guy. I'm going to show you an example card here. Just look at that. What better way to connect those two energies, right? The scientific and the spiritual, and who can say no to that? Who can say otherwise? Who can say that you cannot believe in science and spirituality at the same time, right? Why not? Why not unite both? And I feel like with astrology, it does get a lot of science because your sun sign relates to the constellation that was up there in the sky at some position towards your birth, and then the moon sign and the rising sign are also calculated based on the position of the stars, and I feel that that really connects science with spirituality. This deck is mostly just for that. I use it for horoscopes, taroscopes, and some clear insights for those that are skeptic. When I get a customer or someone asking me for a reading that's a little skeptic towards spirituality and tarot, I usually go for this deck. It's beautiful. I mean, this isn't the most beautiful card in the deck. There are better ones, but you get an idea. I'm gonna get another one. Then I'll shuffle them, of course. Look at that. If you're a science lover or a space lover, you'll love this. You'll love this imagery. I mean, there's no way you can't feel connected to it, even if you don't feel connected with the traditional tarot like RWS or something. So that being said, we're gonna shuffle the cards and I'm gonna use them to read an horoscope. So as usual, the timestamps below will have each timestamp for one sign. I recommend you to watch the sun sign first, so your main zodiac sign, and then I recommend you to go towards your moon sign next and your rising sign in the end. I feel that's gonna give you a complete vision towards the month of July. And today we really are gonna go for the predictions. I'm not gonna go for the energy right now today, I'm gonna go for the energy that's to come. So I'm gonna put each zodiac crystal, or the crystal that corresponds to your zodiac sign and that connects to its energy around here. I'm gonna put the charms as well. I'm gonna leave you for roughly a minute so that you can connect to the energy here, relax and breathe to prepare for the reading. So see you in a minute, and I hope you stick around to me. Hello, my beautiful Aries people. So here we start with the first zodiac sign, the Aries. Aries is a fire sign and it really is about energy and creativity. So let's do a quick brief look to what does Aries tell about you. What is this Aries sun zodiac sign? Let's see. So Aries really is all about taking action, taking control and being in charge. Usually, Aries people like being in charge of their own situations, and they're not someone that waits around for stuff to happen. They usually do things. They don't wait for the next day to come for things to be done. They're the people that do move and take action. They can, though, get caught up in their own beings and they don't pay attention to their surroundings or the bigger picture. So, usually, Aries signs can be a little selfish. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing, but of course, you need to also pay attention to your surroundings and not only to yourself. While self-love and appreciation for your own being is needed, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be paying attention to everyone else around you or the environment around you or the situation. So I feel that that's very quick basic information on Aries. So my beautiful Aries peeps, let's see what the month of July has for you. I'll put this aside. You'll have these two die to connect to and to show you that this is all about your zodiac sign. We have here the Aries symbol and the number 1. So let's give it a quick shuffle here for these beautiful first light cards. Oh, that was me being a little flimsy. That was not a jumper. Jumper cards are when you're shuffling your cards and there's a specific card that really seems just jumped out of the way and you were shuffling so softly. But sometimes it's just your hands or just the fact that you are a little flimsy. Well, it happens. You know, guys, don't come for me. I'll try my best to keep things tidy and organized here. So let's see what we have for the month of July for our beautiful Aries babies. So in the first card, in the vibration card, I see here that the month of July really is going to be a month of greatness, of good things to come, right? I do see though that being an Aries, you'll still need to take action. We have here positive action, so that means you really will have to do something along the way next month. And whatever comes your way, whatever obstacles come your way next month of July, you need to take positive action towards those goals, towards those obstacles as well, in the midst of the road that directs you towards the goal. Imagine next month you do have something that comes up and shakes you a little bit. Don't take an action based on your feelings, because that can sometimes lead to negative action instead of positive action, like it says here, right? These vibrations really tell us that there are ripples in the universe happening for the month of July for you. That being said, that could mean something coming that you cannot avoid. Imagine you have your own business, you can have, a little downward spiral happening, you could have your finances affected a little bit. Don't take negative action towards that. If you are working towards someone else or a company, that could also mean someone trying to shake you up, or someone in a company not really agreeing with you or not really doing what you need or ask. But don't answer in a negative manner. Think to yourself, no, because I'll still get that thing I'm asking for, I'll still get that raise, I'll still get that recognition. If you do believe in positive success and in positive goals, it's going to come towards you. But beware of something trying to shake you up next month. Pay close attention to yourself. Like I said, in the Aries card, and this art, I think it depicts it beautifully, he's taking a bit of attention towards his surroundings, and that's what's really needed here in the Aries energy, right? Like I said before, Aries tend to focus on themselves a little and they don't see the bigger picture. Well, in here, it's exactly the opposite. See the bigger picture, see what's out there trying to come for you or trying to shake you up. Don't let things shake you. If they do, you're not going to be afraid of the month to come. So let's see the next card. In here we have the Chariot. In the Chariot, I can see that there will be a lot of need for emotional control, and that's really necessary. Why? In conjunction with the card that we got here, the Chariot is about drive, right? This can really shake you up in a way that you weren't expecting. With the Chariot, I can see that because there's going to be the connection of your fire energy with an outside source of water, and we know what happens when we mix those two. So in here, I feel that whatever comes in July and whatever obstacles you have in July, you need to control yourself a little more on the emotional side. Being a fire sign may mean that you are someone that usually thinks a bit with their emotions and bursts with them. You can be someone that gets nervous easily and that explodes if they're feeling nervous or emotional, but don't do that. We need here the emotional control, right? This drive, this movement of the Chariot isn't necessarily a movement going away or in a journey, none of that. It's you moving away from your own core that tells you about your explosiveness, your energy, your fire, your feistiness. I wouldn't say fire energy, I would say feisty. Aries are very feisty people. So in here, I do see though that you have a lot of determination and ambition, a lot of passions, and a lot of control over yourself. So keep steady, keep that stability towards July. Let's get a third card to complement this reading, and of course you'll get a bigger picture of this whole thing if you do go towards your rising sign and your moon sign as well. So let's see what we have here for the third card. So for the third card, we have emotions. Wow, like seriously, this couldn't be better. The third card really connects to this. So again, the emotion card talks about control of emotions. In here in the chair, we do have that keyword emotional control. So I feel that during the month of July, you need to take a step back a little and don't get too emotional with things, with decisions, with controlled situations. Don't get too emotional with them. Try to use your head more. I feel that if you keep a steady pace and if you keep fighting for your passions and dreams with determination and with a clear mind, you're gonna get through the month so easily. It's gonna be like a very easy breathe through. So after this, I'm gonna suggest you, as I've done before in the beginning of this video, for you to jump to the timestamp that connects to your rising sign and your moon sign as well. That's gonna give you a full picture of things to come, because this can be a little basic towards a message for July. You're not comprised, as I said before, not only of one zodiac sign, but you have at least 3 main ones, and I really hope you can get the feeling and the energy of the 3 readings today. So this is the first one, and we'll move towards the other 2. So my beautiful Aries babies, I'll leave you with the imagery for a moment, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, my earthy Taurus peeps. How are you today? So in here, we'll have a reading for your Taurus sun sign or moon or rising sign if you're coming from other timestamps. So Taurus is an earthy sign. It's the earth element, and it's usually a zodiac sign very connected to nature and very grounded, very well grounded. So I'm gonna move this card away because that basically speaks about the Taurus people. They're very comfortable in their own skin, very grounded, very gentle, I would even say. We have here your zodiac sign symbol and the number 2 so that you can connect to it. So we'll give a little shuffle here to the first light tarot. As I said before, this is not a traditional tarot by any means, and that's what we're going for today, because astrology isn't for everyone. Not everyone connects to zodiac signs, not everyone believes in it, and well, let's just get something out of the way, straightforward. Some people don't believe the zodiac because it gets so generalized. There isn't a concise horoscope just for that moment and their energy, and usually what you see on magazines or newspapers are sentences that are actually curated, not because of astrology, but they're picked so that it can connect to almost everyone in the world. So that's why you're always, oh, I agree, oh, I can definitely see that. And that's why sometimes astrology isn't taken seriously, which is a shame. That being said, I'm gonna get straight to your reading. I don't want to ramble too much, just giving you quick perspective on things. So let's see what we have for my beautiful Taurus babies. Let's start with the first card. Oh, we have here the Hermit. Such a good card. The Hermit does talk about you being interconnected to yourself. So I feel like July is going to be a month of more solitude. It's going to be a month where you'll need to focus on yourself more rather than others. And this is the exact opposite of Aries before. So if you do have some connection between Aries and Taurus, what I can feel here is that you will need to balance out, focus on yourself and focusing on others. You'll need to have time for yourself and time for others. But if you're solely on the Taurus aspect, I feel that that's the solitude here. It's going to be not in a negative way, not you feeling lonely or alone or sad because you don't have anyone around you or you don't have your friends nearby, but it's going to be a month for you to take a step back, sit down with yourself, put a good music, put a good scent, just burn some incense and focus on yourself. I feel that you need to treat yourself a little better than you've been doing it lately. And that will give you some guidance, that will bring you wisdom as well. I feel that in here it says facts and truth. That really speaks about you need to know your true self. You need to connect to your own true energy, to your own inner energy. Sometimes we pay a lot of attention to our surroundings, we pay a lot of attention to other people, and we forget to focus on ourselves. So you can't give too much, but you can't take too much either. It's all about balance here. I feel like July is going to be a good month for you to think. Think what you need to think, heal what you need to heal, because if you still have some wounds about some situation, now is the time. Now is the time to close them. Let's get another card here. So we have here healing. As I was saying, I was talking about healing, and look, we get healing. Amazing, right? Look into this. I feel that this healing card really talks about when it's a service to others. I wouldn't say healing others. I say that the duality of number 2, again, here it is. I feel that it just will corroborate this energy of the Hermit. Usually Taurus people are very giving, and I feel that July, take a step back. Give, but give to yourself, because you need to do some healing work. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're hurt or you're sad at the moment, but if you have past wounds that can bring you nightmares and that can take you away from this groundedness, from this earthy vibe that you have about yourself and about your zodiac sign, that can lead you towards a sea of emotions that you don't need right now, a sea of negativity that you don't need right now. It can also bring you nightmares. So if you're having trouble sleeping or keeping a healthy sleep schedule, now is the time for you to take that back and to remember the lack of sleep can really take away from your own chilled energy, and usually Taurus are also very healthy people. So if you're not paying 100% attention to your own health, being body health, mental health, you really need to take a step back right now. You really need to do that healing work towards yourself. Take good care of your body, because it's your only vessel to get through this life, right? And now we're gonna get a third card, and look at this. We have the number 1 here, so it's the activation. You really need to do something to be awakened. You are already woke, right? Because you're seeing this, but you need to be awakened towards something else. Because being down to earth and being an earth sign, especially Taurus, that zodiac sign can take you a little away from spirituality, from meditation, from taking good care of yourself and your mental health. It's usually all about the body, but you forget about the mind. And in here, I do feel that you need a little bit of enlightenment towards this message. This message will enlighten you. The month of July, if you take good care of yourself, if you take a step back, if you retreat a little towards your own health, towards your own mental state, that's gonna give you enlightenment. I love it. I absolutely love this message, and I feel it's gonna be a month to chill out. Just chill out. No unnecessary stuff going on for you in July. No activeness here as well. So it's gonna be a month to relax. Relax, sit back, watch a good movie, eat a little snack, not too much. Pay attention to your health, of course. Put a good music on the background while you're cleaning your home or doing some tasks there, and I feel that's gonna get you through. Do that at least twice to thrice a week, and that's gonna get you through. So my beautiful Taurus babies, as I recommended your zodiac signs, if you have your rising and moon signs noted down, or if you know them, I would suggest you jump to those timestamps as well so you can get a clear full picture of things. So I'll leave you for some seconds here for you to connect to the imagery, and I'll see you in the jump to the timestamps or the outro of this video. Hello my beautiful Gemini peeps. In here we have a card to connect to your sun zodiac sign, and we have your Gemini symbol and the number 3. So we're all about focus. Even though Gemini can speak about duality, Gemini is connected to numerology number 3. So focus, determination, you have a lot of it, and development as well. So Gemini are usually people that can go both ways, but I feel that it's overrated to name Gemini as this duality person. I feel that Gemini are people that tend to do things quickly. They're efficient, right? They're very capable, very efficient, and I feel that always talking about duality of things, no, let's not talk about duality here, because that's overrated, that's overused. My Gemini peeps, you are people that are very determined to do things, but you tend to be very fast. Not fast as in running a marathon, but you tend to do things very fast. You have a very quick thinking. You're very cunning and very quick thinking. You're witty. Gemini people are very witty. They think like that. Boom. They cross their fingers and it's done. It's there. Someone comes up with a problem, Gemini goes there and bam, here's the solution. Here's what it can do. But doing things too fast, because that's the Aries, it's very fast air movement, I feel that you can get very distracted. Gemini are people that distract themselves easily, and they are paying attention to one thing in 1 minute and the other minute they're looking into another thing. It's what makes you you, right? This is all about diversity here, and it's great that we have 12 zodiac signs, but you can also connect with other energies. This doesn't necessarily define you in a negative or positive way. It's just the energy that we have connected to it. So we'll move the card away because we have here your symbol and your number, and we'll shuffle here the first light tarot to get a good reading, a good 3-card reading for the month of July. While I'll shuffle, I'll repeat myself for the 3rd time, and apparently I'll do it 12 times today. If you want to get a full reading, a concise reading today, I would suggest for you to jump into the timestamps of your rising sign and your moon sign as well. So don't only connect to your sun sign, because these are very quick and very connected readings. So I feel that you need to get the full picture towards the full month. We're getting 30 days here, roughly 30 days of content here, so it's better for you to focus on the 3 readings and not only 1. But if you only want to see your sun sign, well, who am I to stop you, right? You're the one in control of your own actions. It's just a suggestion. So my beautiful Gemini babies, let's start with the first card, and here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel that change is going to come for you in the month of July. Good change, bad change, who knows? But change is gonna come. Change. change is gonna come. So I need to stop with this, but I'm feeling so good today. That's why I'm giving you such great vibes and energy here. And I really missed my channel last week, so that's why I'm so pumped and so quick going about things. So in here with the Wheel of Fortune, with the number 10, wow. Conclusion, closing. So a cycle will end and a new cycle will begin. I feel like the month of July is going to be a very important month for you this year. It feels that whatever happened from January until now will definitely change. It'll shift towards July, and from July to the end of the year, you'll feel a different energy. So remember, the Wheel of Fortune does speak about fate. Things are always moving around. This galaxy here, it's a static picture, but if you were to observe it constantly, it would spin, right? Because it keeps moving. Whether you're looking or not into things, get this message straight. Whether you are looking into things, whether you are thinking about them, they will keep moving, they will keep happening. And whether you like that or not, it's still going to come. So get ready and get prepared. So as you are quick thinking, great. If it's a bad change, you'll adapt very easily. You're a Gemini. But if it's a good change, you can tend to focus in something else, distract yourself, and not pay attention to the good stuff that's waiting for you right there. So pay close attention to everything that's giving you signs in July. You may get some signs. If it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing, you may get some red flags. So focus yourself and pay close attention to things, because you need to slow down a little on July here. So let's get a second card to see how this is gonna go for you. Ooh, look at that. So here we have battle. So it's good versus evil, it's good versus bad. So what I feel here connected to the Wheel of Fortune, because as you have already known, or if you're new here, I don't read the cards individually, I read them connected. So listen, you have the number 3 here and your number 3 on the Zodiac spectrum, so you will need to focus a little more. You being distracted will lead to conflict. Good versus evil is not literal here, it's about conflict. Situations that can bring conflict to your life, you don't need them. So if a conflict is coming up, if you see some red flags, focus really hard, because only you being a Gemini, only you on the Zodiac, you're one of the best people to turn a bad situation into a good one, right? But you could also do the opposite. You could turn a good one into a bad one. Pay close attention to the things you're saying and the things you're doing in July, because whatever change is going to come, you probably need to be a little prepared here. So let's get a last card, a third card, to see what really this is all about, because I'm quite curious with this Wheel of Fortune here. Oh, look at that. Great card to come in the end. So with the Magician, I feel that you will need to create new methods to deal with this. So if it changes towards July, if it changes your year, if it's a good thing, great. It's gonna bring you some new stuff for you. It's finally gonna be a month for creativity, for creative power. If it's a bad thing, only you have the power to stop that and to change things the way you want to change them. If it's an outside source, because usually the Wheel of Fortune could be an outside change, not within yourself, but outside of your spectrum. If it's someone or something that comes towards your life in July, or tries to shake you up, or tries to put you in a bad mood, or really messes you up for the whole month, that situation, even though I don't see it as a small thing, it's a major arcana card, so it's big change. Whatever change comes towards your life, and whatever thing it is that you have to deal with, positive or negative, you have a lot of control. Believe in yourself. You're a Gemini, you know you are efficient, you know you are quick thinking. Use those to your advantage. That's what I feel here. So if you want to see the full picture, I will recommend you to jump straight ahead to the timestamps of your rising and moon sign, and I'll leave you for a couple seconds here so that you can meditate on the imagery for a while. Thank you, my Gemini babies. Hello, my beautiful Cancer peeps. We're here for your connected reading. So let's talk a little about your zodiac sign. What does it mean to be a Cancer in the zodiac? So Cancer signs are people that are very sensitive. This is a water sign, and this usually is a person that's very sensitive towards the world. That being said, that means that you can be oversensitive towards what other people tell you, what they say about you, or what they do. Though you are a very stable person when you want to, you are connected to the number 4. It's all about stability, it's all about the fixation of things, it's all about fixing things as well. You're a good fixer. Cancer zodiac signs are good fixers, are people that are able to fix a situation, to fix things, and they're very agile with their hands as well. I would say crafty. So here is your zodiac symbol. Here is your number you're connected to, which is number 4 in the zodiac spectrum of the 12 houses. So that being said, the card isn't necessary. It's just for you to connect to the imagery, because we're gonna give a shuffle to the tarot here. So as I said towards the other signs, if you want to get a full clear picture of things, I will recommend you to jump to the timestamps of your rising and moon signs as well. If you're coming back from one of your sun signs, well, welcome back here. Let's get a little more insight towards what we have for you for the month of July. So the first card, we have Judgment. Ooh, here it is. So my beautiful Cancer babies, we have Judgment here, which is all about decision making. Right? Judgment will bring you results. It's that expansion, that explosion that will finally get things going and done. And you'll see results. July is going to be a month that you were doing something towards July. You were creating something or thinking about something, and you're probably like, oh, it doesn't happen. I've been waiting so long and this doesn't move forward. This doesn't happen. What do I do? And July is finally going to be the month where that thing that you really want is finally happening. So I do see that for you. Whatever it is that you want, if it's a tiny little thing, be ready. July is going to be the month for it. So that also speaks to me that you will need to not allow yourself to be manipulated. More of that in a moment, because let's see first what cards we get here and if they corroborate the energy that I am sensing here. It's not so much what I'm reading, it's what I'm feeling. Let's get another card here. Look, Portal. Here it is. I feel that really corroborates what I was feeling. I'm feeling that you can be easily manipulated from other people. That really speaks to me, Cancer energy. That really is the Cancer zodiac sign, and that's when people take advantage of you, because they find, in the midst of the whole thing, they find a portal towards your emotions. They know the way to hurt you. They know the way to control tidbits here and there to meet their ends. These are people that do not think about you, they think about themselves only. So if you sense, because you're very sensitive, if you sense as a Cancer zodiac sign, if you sense some negativity about someone, or if you feel that iffy energy, something's wrong here, if you sense that, go with your guts, go with your instinct. If you feel that person isn't good for you, don't speak to them too much. Don't allow yourself to tell them too much about yourself, because they're going to use that against you. They're going to use as a passageway, like it says here, as a passageway to meet their ends. No. July is going to be about your ends, your end of the spectrum. It's going to be about your objectives. Don't let other people influence you or try to get in the way, because people can be very manipulative, and we don't want that. Let's see what we have here for the third card. Very curious about this reading. So far, one of the most interesting, because it really speaks about emotion. So let's get the third card, and we have the Magician, like it went back again. So in the Magician here, connected to this energy, connected to what I'm feeling, you will have to take good decisions in July, because I feel that outside sources could create a sense of illusion. You could have someone in your life, being a work colleague, a friend, or even someone you just know. You could be that person trying to portray something they're not. This could really be someone pretending they're such good friends with you that they really want you to meet your ends, they really want you to get your objectives, but while they show that they're helping you go towards your goals, they're probably doing something in the background because that's not what they want. What they really want is to meet their own ends, and they want to have power on the situations. They want to have power over you. Don't let that happen. Only you can take those decisions. Only you can decide the finality of your own goals. Don't let other people show themselves as being fake, and then in the back, on your back, they're doing something evil. Don't. You know, because you're so sensitive, you know better. You know to follow your own instincts, and if you feel that person isn't a good person, they probably aren't, right? Your gut is trying to tell you something. It's not just your imagination. Remember that. So that's it for you, beautiful Cancer babies. I feel that you will get a more concise, more clear message if you really go towards your rising and moon sign. Timestamps, they will be down below, and I'll see you at the outro as well. Hello, my beautiful Leo peeps. So let's talk a little bit about your zodiac sign. Leo is a very feisty person. It's someone that is in charge most of the time, in control of themselves, but also very proud. Very proud. They stand tall, they stand firm, and they know they're good. They're usually that person that isn't shy or doesn't shy away from saying how good they are, from talking good about themselves. That's what I see here with Leo. They're very expansive people as well. In here with the 5, I do feel that the energy of Leo zodiac signs, even though people don't say this a lot, but Leos are very expansive. They like to expand their horizons, expand their knowledge, because they always want to be certain about situations. They always want to be right. That can sometimes be a bad thing, but most of the times it's a great thing as well, because they're very assertive. And they can be very sure of themselves even if they're not right in that moment. So don't step in a Leo's toes. You really don't want to mess with Leos. So I'm saying that in a good way. Hello, like we need that feisty energy, right? We need pride. We need that in the world to balance things out. So my beautiful Leos babies, I'm gonna leave you here with your sign symbol and with the number 5, and take away this card so that you can get straight to the reading. If you're coming from another zodiac reading, because Leo is your rising or moon sign, you're gonna get more perspectives. If you're an actual Leo zodiac sign, then I'm gonna recommend you to jump to the timestamps of your other signs, moon and rising, so that you can get a more concise picture towards July. So let's get the first card out. Here we have Thought. So this card really tells me that in July it's going to be a month of decision making, of thinking clearly through things, because you are a very proud person, because you are someone that doesn't like being wrong. You need to do more decision making. Sometimes you do things because your instinct and your gut tells you to do that, and you do it, and you're so confident you're in your own self that you know you're doing the right thing. But going solely with your instincts isn't always a good thing. You need to put some thought into situations, right? Let's get a second card out, because I want to see where this is leading. And Leos, when they take the time to take decisions, very good decision makers. They usually don't go towards a bad decision. They tend to, when they think, when they stop to take their time, they tend to be very concise. So let's get here the second card. Here we have the Devil, right? With the fogginess here that we have, it's being trapped in some situation. So in July, I feel that if you don't think through, and if you just follow your own instincts, you might do something that traps you in a situation that you didn't want to happen. And then you'll think back, oh, I should have thought it more carefully. I should have thought it better. The ruthlessness of the Devil card does say that you tend to go ruthless. Like, I want this, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Not even gonna look into the steps. Sometimes you even jump from the number 1 to the number 3. You don't even go towards the second step. You skip ahead. You go. You're a very, very directed energy sign. And that sometimes can take a little toll on you. So if you need to take some routes here and there, if you need to turn around, go for it. Turn around. Take a little step back into things and go slowly. Go slowly. Don't take July by the horns. sorry for the expression, but it's really what I get here. Don't take July by the horns. Don't go towards July with this burst of energy. Go soft, go easy. That's gonna get you through a lot better. And in here, look, it really connects to your nature. The Sun card. So I feel that if you take a step back and if you do your decision making calmly, and if in July, whatever situations come ahead of you, if you think them through, you're gonna get such great vibes here. It does talk about freedom. Leos are also very free. They like their freedom, they like their independence, like Aquarius. So Aquarius and Leos are those zodiac signs that love being independent. You don't like depending on someone, or you don't like being judged by someone, even though you judge yourself a lot. They don't venerate perfection, but they always want to be perfectionists, and I feel they are very perfectionist. So I feel that that's a great energy here. Just, it's very simple, right? It's for you to take a step back, calm yourself in amidst of fiery situations, and make good decision making. You're very good into thinking, and then after thinking, putting your thoughts into words. You're a very good communicator when you want to, but you can also be a little ruthless. Try to communicate your decisions very clearly, try to take action calmly and not be ruthless, and not do things out of fear or out of impulsiveness, right? And that's gonna get you through a very good month for you, Leo. I'll leave you for a few seconds here with this imagery, and I'll see you in the outro. Hello, my beautiful Virgo babies. So peeps, let's talk a little bit about the Virgo zodiac sign. Virgo is all about perfection. I wouldn't say perfection as you really want to be this god or powerful being, no, but you want to see things and do things very well. Virgos are usually people that tend to do things very well, and when they don't, or when things don't go their way, the way they thought it would go, they tend to be a little disappointed. They tend to get a little sad. They want to see things to the tiniest detail. Very detailed people, very creative, very talented people as well. So we have here your symbol and the number 6 for numerology. More on that later, and we'll take away the card so that we can give a shuffle to our tarot. So while I shuffle it, as again I said, to the other zodiac signs, if you want to get a better, clearer picture of the month of July to come for you, I will recommend you to jump to the timestamps below towards your rising and moon signs. If you're coming back from another sign, well, let's get more insight, right? So Virgo, the first card that we have here is energy. Wow, and number 9, so it's almost getting towards your goal, almost coming to a conclusion, and things will flow. So if you have some objectives or creations or things you want to do in July, that is a month that's going to lead you towards a future of success and a future of conclusion and happiness. July isn't going to be the month for them to be done, but it's going to be a very steady month and flowy. Things are going to flow naturally, and that's great. And if you put a little effort towards your actions and goals, it's gonna flow beautifully. It's gonna go the way you want it to go, and that's great. There might be some mishaps in the midst of the way, because you know you have your rising and moon signs, or if you're coming back from your zodiac sign, you know this can clash a little with other readings, but remember, it's the behind the scenes here. So let's get a second card here, and we have power. Wow. Virgos, you are on the edge this month. This next month, you are on the edge. You will have to understand your surroundings and your reality in order for things to flow correctly here. But you have that. You have all the senses and all it takes for things to be done the way you want them to be done. And what better zodiac sign for that? Because you're a Virgo, you want things done. Wow, I couldn't say much more here. I'm just gonna get a third card. I feel that this reading is going to be as simple as possible, but it's gonna give you a clear, concise message. Love this, love this. Let's get the third card here. Wow, the Chariot. Listen, baby, if you're a Virgo sun sign, if you're a Virgo rising sign, or if you're a Virgo moon sign, or if you're a combination of those three in Virgo, because there are people that are Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Even if it's rare, if that's your energy here, you're great. You're great. Your next month, whatever obstacles you have, your determination and your willpower, that's what I see here. You have a lot of willpower. Focus on that. Focus on your willpower, and things will be done. Things will get done. You have a passion project you want to do, you'll start. You'll start, or you'll come towards or nearby a conclusion in the month of July. It's not going to be the end, but it's going to help you a lot towards that. And if it's something towards your home, emotions, towards something you need to pay off, something you need to do, whatever it is that's worldly, things will flow good for you. Don't worry too much in the month of July. That's what I get here. Don't worry too much. If you focus, you're good. That's what I get here. And that's an amazing reading for you, my beautiful Virgo babies. Here, I would suggest even more than the other zodiac signs for you to read your rising and moon energy, or if you come back to it. Because number 6 is understanding reality. If you pay attention to things and if you understand, I can change this person, I can change them, but I can ignore them a little. If they're bad towards me, I can change this situation, but I can do this, I can change this, I can say this to this person or situation. You knowing that, you knowing yourself very well, will get you through the month easily. So, as again, beautiful Virgo babies, I'll leave you for a couple seconds here for you to connect and meditate to the beautiful vibes that we have here, and I'll see you at the outro or the other timestamps. Hello, my beautiful Libra peeps. In here, we'll talk about your zodiac sign a little. So you're tend to be a very fair person, very just, and Libras are very good at problem solving. They're usually very good at solving problems, or they simply just ignore them. If it's a problem they can solve, they don't focus around in it. They're not people to dwell into the emotional side of problems, of life situations. They tend to, oh well, if I can't fix it, I'll just ignore it, because they always tend to be in this sense of harmony within themselves. Libras are also idealists. They are people that have their ideals, and they usually don't change them that much, only if they see a benefit from changing them, or only if they understand that they need to change that way of thinking. But they're usually they have their ideals very well set up. So we have here your symbol and the number, and we'll get that out of the way. So for the month of July, if this is your sun sign, I will recommend you to get a full picture of the month ahead and jump to the timestamps of your moon and rising signs as well. Let's get a first card out for you, Libra babies. Ooh, look at this, emotion. A lot of emotion is going to take over in the month of July, and it's gonna be gradual. It's not gonna be one day full of emotion, because with the moon, we have a lot of the emotions coming up. There's also instinct, mystery, and discovery. Great keywords. Discovery sometimes, but not so much. I would say mystery and instinct play a part in the moon energy of the major arcana, because that's the Pisces that we have here. But moon is usually about emotion, and I feel that July is going to be an emotional roller coaster for you. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It could be a going up roller coaster, but remember, what goes up usually comes back down again. So I feel that whatever happens in July is going to take a little bit of energy and effort towards you to control your emotions, because you'll probably feel everything in July. I sense here that you're gonna feel a bit of everything, a bit of sadness, lots of joy as well. It could be mourning, it could be, there's so many feelings that I'm sensing here right now that I feel July is going to be a very emotional month for you. So as you are a good problem solver, remember, don't let those emotions affect you too much. You're good. You're a good person to that. Then we have here messages. You know what I get here? Because you have your ideals, your own ideals set up, you can get very emotional if you do get communication or messages, or if you get something from other people that doesn't necessarily correspond to what you were expecting. So open your mind a little more during the month of July, because your expectations will probably not be met, and that's not a good thing. I want you to understand that your expectations won't always be fulfilled, right? You expect something, you get something else, and then you get emotional. So be aware of that. Embrace your emotions though. We all are emotional beings and we're human. We're only human. Don't try to force yourself to behave like a robot, because that's not what you are. In here with the number 4 and stability, I feel that you will need to keep that open mind for the full month. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place, and we don't want that. Beautiful moon though. This image really does give me so much joy. Then again, today I'm in such a good mood. Let's get a third card for you, because this is about you, not about me. Look, the laws of attraction. Immediately I get the clear picture here. July is going to be a month for you to be all over the place with your emotions, but you attract what you put out there. If you open your mind a little more, you may get the messages that you so crave for. But if you keep your ideals too tight, well, get ready, because you're going to attract those emotions. You're going to attract that wheel of emotion that's going to probably overcome you instead of you overcoming them. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed in July. So in order for you to avoid being overwhelmed or too in conflict with yourself or with others, I mean, come on, you're a Libra. Balance things out. Balance your ideals and ideas here and your expectations with an open mind, with listening to other perspectives and ideas and communications. And fusing those together is going to get you through so well. So my beautiful Libra babies, I'll leave you here for a couple seconds for you to connect with this imagery, and of course we'll see each other in the outro. Hello my beautiful Scorpio peeps. We'll talk just a tiny little bit about your zodiac sign and the energy that really relates to you. Very powerful zodiac sign. Don't mess with Scorpios though. Scorpios are very in control of their emotions, and if they do want to do something towards their ends, they'll do anything it takes. That's the only iffy thing that can happen if you're a Scorpio, is that sometimes you are so blinded by your goals that whatever ends necessary, you'll try to meet them, and if that hurts people along the way, well, it can definitely leave an impact. Scorpios are very powerful, though let's talk positive here. You're very powerful, very conscious, very in touch with yourself. You know what you want, you know what you want to do. You don't have time to mess around with doubts or questioning. You want something, you will get it. You want to do something, you will do it. You want people to treat you a certain way, you'll make sure that's turned out to be. And that's amazing about you. Very confident people, and very emotional people, but in control of their emotions. Very in control. I feel that Scorpio is one of those signs that no matter how they feel on the inside, on the outside, they'll always portray themselves as very strong, and they are strong, very strong people. Let's get the card out of the way and see what messages we have here for the month of July for you. Let's see the Taroscope, as they call it. So it's a horoscope with tarot. What your horoscope for July tells you, Scorpio. If you want to get a bigger picture, bigger vision of July, I'll recommend you to jump into the timestamps of your rising and moon signs as well. We have here code, right? It's all about synchronicity. I feel that there are no coincidences in your life, and you know that. Scorpios are usually very connected to spirituality, very connected to energy. Even if they're skeptic or not religious, they do feel a certain thing. They feel a presence, a power, an energy, whatever it is. Even if it's themselves, they know to tap into the subconscious and the conscious. So know one thing: life throws puzzles at you. Life throws problems at you. But you are very good at solving them, because you know there are no coincidences. You know, if one thing is happening here, then this thing is happening at the same time, and they're very similar. You know it's not a coincidence. You know, I'm paying attention to this, I'm paying attention to this. It all happened at the same time. I'm gonna analyze the situation a little more, I'm gonna solve it immediately. that's the energy that I feel for July for you. So whatever signs you will see, you will tend to them immediately. Unlike our zodiac signs that can be a little distracting and not pay attention, I feel that you will pay close attention in July to whatever is happening in your life. And look, this really relates to you and this reading as well. So this is nature. Your perspectives in July will be towards that. I feel that it's in your nature, it's in your innate sign energy to pay attention. Your perspective is one that looks into things and doesn't see them as mere coincidences or mere lively things. No, you look into things and you start thinking. That's the great thing about Scorpios. They look into things and they're like, what could this mean? Let me pay a little more attention to it. You get what I mean? Do you feel what I mean here? I feel that's going to be needed as well in July. So let's give it a little shuffle to get a third card and conclude this tiny, simple little horoscope reading. Look, amazing, amazing, amazing card. So the Star card really talks about untapped potential, and I feel that with the Scorpio sign, you do tend to forget a little bit of that potential side. Don't forget that. In the reading that we've gotten here, with the nature and with the synchronicity message that we got here in the middle, it does talk to me about forgetting your own potential sometimes, and you're capable of such greatness, right? As I said before, very capable, very strong zodiac sign. You just have to believe in yourself more sometimes. Even though you are confident, if you slip and you doubt something that you are capable of doing, that can take a little problem towards your life, and we don't want that. We don't want you to slip through the ice. We want you to slide across it. And that's what I get here with the Star. You have a lot of potential, a lot of success waiting for you, and a lot of new things to come as well in July. Look here, promising beginnings. That message really says that in the month of July, you probably have something new coming towards you, and it's gonna have some obstacles and problem solving that life is going to throw at you, but you are so capable of it that it's going to be very easy. So again, if you are a sun zodiac sign of Scorpio, I'll just recommend you to jump to the timestamps and see what other energies you have with the other zodiac signs, rising and moon. I'll leave you for a few seconds here with this imagery so that you can connect to it, and I'll see you at the outro as well. Hello my beautiful Sagittarius peeps. We'll talk about a little of your zodiac sign here. Sagittarius people are very adventurous. They're ready to start things anew. They're ready to burn old bridges down and create new bridges. And this is actually my rising sign. So I actually didn't talk about my moon sign, which was Leo. I'm a sun Aquarius, more of that in a moment. And I'm rising Sagittarius, so I do tend to connect to this energy a lot. It's a lot about adventure, it's a lot about going out there and being ready to face life as it is. Whatever it is that comes your way, you're ready to face it. So Sagittarius folk are also very true to themselves. They're rarely fake people or two-faced, and they're very sure of their own kindness. There's one thing though, sometimes they can do things a little abruptly, and they avoid kindness if they have to do things in another manner, and that can come off as rude, and people can see Sagittarius folk as rude even though they're not. They have zero bad intentions when doing things towards others, when creating things, but the way they do it might come off as a little arrogant, a little rude, and that gives you a bad impression on other people. That's not real. That's not a real impression of what you are or what your energy is. You help, though, you help other people complete their tasks. You help the world develop. So let's get straight to your reading. You have here your zodiac sign, symbol, and the number 9 so that you connect to it at all times. And we'll move this card away. Let's give it a little shuffle. And again, if this is your sun sign and if you want to see other zodiac messages, you should go to the timestamps and follow through your rising and moon sign. I'm actually very curious about this one because this is my rising sign, Sagittarius. And let's see, because I have a very interesting connection. I'm an Aquarius with rising on Sagittarius. So let's see. So the first card is the Magician, the Major Arcana card. So I feel like July is going to be a month of creativity, of power, of communication, right? Magician is also about communication and of doing things, of actually making things happen. I feel that's going to be a great month for it, to make things happen, to do things in the way you want to do them, but beware of people that aren't very honest about things. Beware of dishonest situations as well, because the illusion sense of the Magician can lure you towards something that isn't good. Let's get a second card to get more context. Especially because Sagittarius can also get in the illusion of focusing on themselves, and then when they think they're helping someone, they're doing it in a way that's actually hurting them. And that can be an illusion as well, right? Because you think you're doing things so well, and the other person has a totally different perspective of what you just did to them or for them. So in here, with the Temperance card, I feel that you will need to balance out the environments around you. You'll need to balance that sense of satisfaction for yourself and the sense of doing things for other people, right? You'll need to balance those out. Because if you do a lot towards others, you can forget a little bit about yourself, and vice versa. So if you do a lot for your own self only, you can forget to tend to other people. And living in society sometimes means that we can't be too selfish, but we can't be too giving. Nowadays, especially because of that illusion, because of that, you give too much and then you don't take back the same, and that's gonna bring imbalance to your life, and we don't want that. Let's just shuffle a little more, and look how the Temperance card is related to the Sagittarius sign, so it really came great for your zodiac energy. And let's get here a third card look. So in the month of July, you'll need to get to the source of things, right? I feel that you need to see things in a light perspective, in a lighter way. You can't be too critical about things. You need to see things with compassion, with light. That's what I feel here. That's going to allow you to get over that illusion, because sometimes we think, oh, I'm being so logical about a situation, I'm looking into things in a very thoughtful manner, but then you forget the emotions and you forget the compassion aspect, and you tend to get rude without even knowing, or doing things in a way that seems rude, but it's so very good intentioned that this is what you need. More love and more light, more compassion towards situations, and July is going to be a great month for you to work on compassion. Forgive people that say bad things to you. Try to forgive people that have wounded you in the past, but that they're finally different now. Give people a chance. Give yourself a chance. That's what I get here, is try to give people a chance and don't hold yourself to past memories in the month of July. So my beautiful Sagittarius babies, that's it for your reading here. Again, to try to connect to other readings for your rising and moon signs, I will leave the timestamps below for all the other zodiacs, and I'll leave you here for a couple seconds for you to connect and meditate with this imagery, and see you at the outro. Hello my beautiful Capricorn peeps, so we're finally here at number 10 position on the zodiac spectrum. Let's talk a bit about your zodiac sign. So Capricorns are very connected to their own success. They're people that have a lot of ambition. Ambition is the key word for Capricorn sign. They're very ambitious, and they also tend to relate a lot and connect a lot to their own reputation in society, in group friends, in family. They do pay attention and care about their reputation. Unlike other zodiac signs that couldn't care less about it, Capricorn really pays attention to it, and their feelings might be hurt if their reputation takes a shot. Let's move the card out of the way. We have here the number 10, which is really about achieving things, right? Completion, goals. And that's the main energy that we got with the Capricorn, and I'll leave here with your zodiac symbol so that you can connect to it at all times. So if this is your sun sign, so if you're a main Capricorn sign, and if you want to see the full picture for July, I will recommend you to jump into the timestamps of your rising and moon signs after you see this. So let's get a little shuffle here on the tarot and see what energies are out there for you. So here in the Devil, I can see in the month of July, and especially because it really is connected to Capricorn, I can see that there's the ruthlessness and loss of freedom, in the sense of, if you do allow yourself to be giving yourself fully to a situation 100%, you may let go, and that's not good, because you need something to hold you down, right? Sometimes you do need something to pull you back up, and if you let go yourself completely, be aware of that, right? Don't deliver yourself to a situation or to someone at 100%. Be careful of traps, of trappy situations that could lure you into a place that's gonna take you a while to get back up again. Like it's an abyss that you're gonna fall, and then you need to go back up, and that's gonna take a long while, right, to recover from it. So don't fall into traps. Be careful about what other people offer you. Be careful about positions or situations that life throws at you, because they could be tests, and you take things for granted and you shouldn't. Let's get more cards on the way to see where this reading is going and what it really tries to tell you for the month of July. So in here with the Death, I feel that's really what's needed here. The Death card is really about change. It's really about new perspectives. So death is not literal. It's not a card in the tarot that talks about things dying or a living being dying or you facing death. None of that. Death here is letting go of your old self, letting go of old habits, and try to create new perspectives and habits for yourself, because that's also going to be good for your own mental health. Usually, because you tend to follow success so harshly and you're so ambitious, you may see a new opportunity and you deliver full strength towards it, and then you let yourself go and fall into a rabbit hole that you can't claw your way back up. And that's what we need here, a change of old habits, because it's a more controlled manner. So I feel like in July, you will need to control yourself a little more, control your impulsiveness a little more. That's definitely what I get here with these two cards, is you changing your perception of reality. It's basically the middle of the year right now, and I feel that you need this. You need this to change. You need to change some aspects of your own self so that you can have success, but in a much better way. Let's see if a third card really corroborates this message here, because I absolutely love it. I feel that sometimes we need to control ourselves a little more and not just go impulsive on things. So here we have the Healing card. Because we talked about change and controlling yourself more, it really is a message of take July, just challenge yourself the next month of July for the full duration of the month. Challenge yourself to help others a little more. Challenge yourself to give a little more, right? Because the intake is going to be equally higher. I think that's really needed here. Give yourself a little more to others. Try to do something towards other people. Try to help them where they see fit, because if they look for you for help, if they ask you for help, it's because they see success in you. They see this successful energy that you tend to have, especially with the number 10 here. So that's a great message, and I'll recommend you to jump into the timestamps below to see the full picture, of course, and we'll see each other in the outro. I'll leave you for a couple seconds here for you to connect and meditate with this imagery, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius brothers and sisters. I'm gonna say that instead of peeps or babies, because this is my sign. We've finally gotten to the 11th number in the Zodiac. This is my sun sign. I'm so curious to see what it's all about. I don't even need any intuition or the card to tell you what Aquarius is all about. So Aquarius folk, they're very, very independent. They tend to look a lot into freedom, independence, and they're mostly logical and quick thinking rather than emotional or, just being involved in disturbances. They're also very revolutionary. They tend to have very revolutionary ideas. But Aquarius, there's just one problem. They can be very insensitive at times. I can speak for myself. Even though I'm someone that loves helping others, and Aquarius is a very, very humanitarian zodiac sign, sometimes Aquarius because they tend to be more of the head than the heart, right? They're more mindful than emotional. They tend to be insensitive at times and forget how they're talking to people or how they're saying things, because they really want their ideas to be certain and to be put across. They want to communicate their ideas whether you want to listen to them or not. And that sometimes can create some feisty situations. So that's the only iffy thing about Aquariuses, but do note they're very, very well intentioned and very intelligent as well. Very intelligent zodiac sign, and I'm not saying that just because this is my sign. It's usually a sign of intelligence. So let's move the card out of the way. So here we have your zodiac sign symbol, so that you connect to it at all times. Let's give the tarot a little shuffle. Of course, this is the one that I'm most curious about for myself. So if you are an Aquarius sun sign, I will recommend you, as I did to all the other 10 so far zodiac signs, for you to jump into the timestamps for your rising sign and your moon sign. That will give you a bigger picture of July in a horoscope meaning. So the first card for my beautiful Aquarius babies will be Death. So July will be a month for Aquarius to suspend themselves a little from the usual reality. So I feel that Aquariuses are very aware, like we Aquariuses, let's talk in a we here, because I'm also part of this group. We are very aware of our situations around us. We are very aware of other people's feelings, and we tend to absorb those energies. But we also take those things for granted. We think we know better than the next person. We think this person is feeling a certain way, and they say otherwise, but then we say, no, the way I think they're saying, it's the correct way, not what they are saying. We can't do that. We need to tend to July and suspend those beliefs, suspend the belief that our intuition is always right. It's almost always right, but it can also fail sometimes. We need to really understand that. And in here, Death, I see a change of perspective. So July is going to be good for us to be a little more humble towards other people or other situations that involve other human beings. So let's get another card here to see what we have. Look, soul identity. I feel that in here it says family. I feel that whatever your family is, because it could be a real family, it could be friends that turned into family, it could be your loved one, or it could be just your pet, an animal, or, because I want to be inclusive here, not exclusive, it could be yourself. You are your own family. Each person has their own idea of family, but remember, coming back home from work and from the worldly situations out there, it's really necessary. It's really something that you always need, and it's something that you need to take into consideration and into account, because you are an Aquarius and you are so giving towards others. You always want to do your best towards other people. You always want to do your best towards a certain job or scenario or project. You need to come back home and also appreciate the time you have with your family. Whomever it is, even if it's by yourself, you really need that alone time, that time to relax, to just even do nothing. I am, of course, an advocate against procrastination, but listen, sometimes we need to procrastinate. Sometimes we need that one day off, just sitting on a couch, watching some Netflix, watching some YouTube, just drinking a nice beverage, eating whatever you want to eat that day, and that's it, and just relaxing. Clear your mind, cleanse your place, cleanse your living space, and just enjoy it a little more. Let's get a third card to conclude this, because I'm loving it so far, of course. And in here, look, we have the Empress. I feel that July is going to be a good month for whatever it is that you're doing, even if it's soul searching or if you're keeping the development of your own intelligence, because let's be honest here, if you're an Aquarius, especially a sun sign, if your main zodiac sign is Aquarius, and if you're watching this, you know you are thirsty for knowledge. Even if you don't admit it to other people or to yourself, you know that you're constantly watching things, reading things, looking into things, because you want to absorb even more knowledge. The objective for July will be for you to go back home, take time to learn something new, watch a video, watch a documentary, and keep doing that each and every day for the whole month, because you're gonna get through the end of July a lot more knowledgeable and a lot more relaxed. That's an amazing reading we have here. Again, if your sun zodiac sign is Aquarius, you should go to the timestamps down below that will show you the readings for the other rising and moon signs, right? That will give you a bigger picture for the month to come. I'll leave you for a couple seconds here before I move to the last, but not least, of course, zodiac sign in the spectrum, and we'll see each other at the outro. Hello, my amazing Pisces. Finally, we've gotten to your house, which is the last one in the zodiac spectrum. You are number 12. Energetically, that's also not a master number, but a cardinal number, because that's two equal numbers, but you are 1 and 2. So you are great at creating things, but you also have a sense of duality towards you. Pisces is the sign that has the most duality towards it, even though people traditionally say that's Gemini. I feel that more with Pisces. So Pisces usually has two sides of them. They're very emotional, first of all, the most emotional zodiac sign, very connected to their own intuition, to their own emotions, to mystery, right? They pay attention to mystery, they pay attention to spirituality, they pay attention to the universe, right? They're very intuitive beings, they pay attention to that, but they're also very instinctive, and they follow that a lot, which is a great quality about Pisces. They follow their instincts. They rarely can be lied to, but they have one thing. If they're deceived or lied to, they tend to go down and close themselves a little, and that's a little sad for them. Though, when they feel good stuff, or when they love someone, when they give good feelings towards someone, they're very, very giving people. Right? If they love you, they will love you to the fullest. If they want you, they will want you to the fullest. And they're one of the best friends to have around. So do keep your Pisces around and treat them very, very well. We have here the symbol for the Pisces zodiac sign and the number 12 so that you can connect to it, so we don't need the card anymore. We'll get straight to the tarot here. Again, not a conventional tarot deck. This is the First Light Tarot with universe messages, because we want to see the horoscope in a universal manner. What does the universe want to tell you for July? Let's get the first card out. Look, this is the first time the Fool came today. So here we have the Fool. It's the Voyager spacecraft, if there are nerds out there. And look, Pisces usually are nerds as well, very nerdy people. So if you are a nerd out there, Voyager is a spacecraft launched by NASA, and it's produced some of the most amazing data that we have about our universe here. So the Fool here is all about journey progress. I would say the month of July is going to be great for a specific new thing to come to your life. I wouldn't say you creating a project or you starting something you already had on your mind. I feel that this month of July is going to be something new, something very unexpected is going to come towards you, and you'll just embrace it. As usual, as the Pisces that you are, you'll embrace opportunity. You won't be afraid of it. Of course, you'll probably second guess it, but you won't be afraid of it. And don't be, because this month seems that new opportunities will come for you, and it's going to be a journey. It feels as though, remember when people say, oh, new year, new me? It feels as though in January this year and the beginning of the year, because the pandemic was still so harsh and we still had probably the same restrictions, a little less than before, it feels like starting from July, that's going to be your new year, new me kind of vibe. I'm not saying you need to connect to that, but that's what I feel here. Let's get more cards on the way so that we can understand the context here. And here we have the healing card. It already showed up like 3 or 4 times today. There's really a lot about healing. And listen, you don't need much here. I don't need to say much here. Service to others and healing other people or situations, you don't need much in the sense of that, because you're very giving yourself. You're someone that gives themselves fully towards other people. You're not afraid of helping others. You actually feel quite well while being compassionate. So I feel that that's very good for you. This as a sun zodiac sign. Of course, if you're a moon Pisces or a rising Pisces, I would also say you like helping others and you're giving and you're emotional, but I would say you're more giving if you are a Sun Pisces, if you are an actual Pisces zodiac sign. So maybe here tend to yourself, because with the master number 11 here and the duality of the two, I feel that put that all power towards yourself as well. You're so giving to others that sometimes you need some healing as well, because you're so emotional and you get caught up in the tangled emotions that happen around you, and you absorb other people's energies. If someone is feeling sad around you and it's someone you care about, you will feel also very sad, and that can leave wounds on you, right? All of your life's journey can leave wounds on you. It's time for a new journey, maybe a journey of self-healing, self-love. I feel that could also be the thing that's saying here, like a new journey of self-love for you, a new journey of self-care. You need to care about yourself too, you know. And let's get a third card here, and it's the attraction. Second time this card showed up today. So you need to manifest the intention to heal yourself and take care of yourself more. So when you say to other people that you have self-love, you have confidence, and you take good care of yourself, sometimes that can be a little white lie, and you can suffer while alone, and you don't usually tell that to other people because you don't want them to know how you're truly feeling on the inside. And I feel that you need to manifest a little more of truth. You need to show other people how you really feel. If a friend, a close family member, or a loved one tells you, look, how are you feeling today? In July, challenge yourself to tell them the truth. If you're feeling down, tell them, look, I'm feeling quite down today because this, and that. If you're feeling joyful, don't be afraid of showing joy out there, because there are some people that will envy that joy. That's on them, that's not on you. So show that. The manifestation of your own true feelings towards the world will attract truth and power towards you as well. And that's exactly what I feel here. So I'll leave you a little seconds here for you to connect with this image and meditate on the imagery. And next we'll have the outro where we'll say goodbye to each other, and I'll talk a little bit about the upcoming videos for next week and beyond. So we finally came towards the end of this video, and I've prepared a little altar here with all the charms that we've used in the zodiac readings and also all the crystals that connect to this energy. So I've prepared here with Pluto because I want to read you a passage of the message that Pluto gives, and to remind you that we don't always need to see things in light. We also need to embrace the shadows, right? We need to embrace the shadowy aspects of us. So I feel that this is the card that came for July. So July generally will be a month to heal wounds, to finally accept some changes, to finally accept that feelings and emotions also play a part in our lives, and to not critically think about everything and not speak to others or treat others in a way that you don't want to be treated or spoken to. I feel that this is a month of retrospection, of introspection as well. So it's going to be a month of more generosity. It's going to be a month full of mystery, full of spirituality. So let's just embrace that. And I feel that it's going to be a month that's going to allow for some growth and development. So here we have, I put here the Sun and Pluto because that's the farther apart. It's a big journey. Our lives are a huge journey. We start here, we start with the creation, we are born, and then until the very end, it's such a journey, right? There are so many things amidst this journey. There are bad things, good things, terrible things, great things, and we need to embrace all of that. We need to understand that our experiences really shape us and mold us into someone, and we are so certain in the way that we act and think that we forget that we can change. We sometimes can have change and embrace it as well. So I feel that that's what's really coming in the next month of July for all zodiac signs. Is a more generic message, and again, of course, this is an intention of positive vibes, positive energy. Even though it's a shadowy aspect, let's embrace that and take it as positive, not take it as negative. We really need to embrace every single situation of our life, because as far as we know, we only get one chance at living. So why not live our lives to the fullest potential? I really hope you enjoyed this horoscope. This was a longer video than usual, but then again, there are 12 zodiac signs, so I'm even a little voiceless here, so you need to give me a little break. Next week we're gonna use an oracle deck that actually arrived today in the mail. I'm not gonna show it to you immediately because I want you to be surprised by the images and by the messages. And next week we'll try to read some rituals from a book. We'll try to read some passages. I'll try to get some quotes as well. And I feel that it's going to be a video of meditation, looking into the cards, but instead of pick a card or reading the actual meaning of the card, we're gonna use the keyword to turn that into a meditative state. I feel that's gonna be great for next week. And then I'll keep doing the pick a card, pick crystal tarot readings as well for other situations. We haven't looked at love life yet, at work and career specifically, so I really want to tap into those realms as well. So as usual, if you enjoyed this video, I will please leave you to leave a like, keep subscribed to me, click that notification bell down below because you will be notified when I post new videos. I'll try to keep up content every single week, and again, as I have in the description, any criticism or any feedback that you want to give me towards these videos, feel free to comment down below what you think. If you connected to your energy, feel free to comment down below the little emoji that relates to your zodiac sign and what you thought. What were your thoughts on the whole horoscope for July for your sign and even for your other rising and moon signs? I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave you a little image here for a couple of seconds as well before the video ends, and feel free to check my other content.